Sairam children, very good morning to all of you. How are you all? You all are well and happy at your homes, right? As you are enjoying your holidays. Yes? Okay. So today we are going to study environmental studies. But before starting the new chapter, I would like to ask you that uh, have you all received the date sheet with syllabus of FAs? Because soon you are having your FA exams and you all are preparing for that, and that all will come in the form of MCQs, right? And you love to do MCQs because in that you received answers also, right? Yes. So children, have you ever seen a garden, a beautiful garden, many different kinds of trees, plants are there, many different colors of flowers are also there? Yes. So what are the things that help in growth of a plant? What is the main things or important things which help a plant to grow? First of all, there are many things, but we will count like sunlight, water, air, and soil. Yes, soil. So today we study science and chapter number 3, that is soil erosion and conservation. Yes. So you know that wherever you go, wherever you walk, wherever you see the fields, the gardens, or anything, all the thing is on soil. Okay. And the upper, suppose this is earth, the uppermost layer of earth is soil. Okay. The uppermost layer of earth is mostly soil. And how soil is made up of? The soil is made up of the small particles of broken rocks, remains of dead plants and animals, water and minerals. Okay children? And it takes thousands of years to form a soil, a fine grained soil. It takes thousands of years. The soil is made up of small particles of broken rocks, remains, and dead plants and animals, water and minerals. Plants grow in soil. Everybody knows that where plants grow in soil. And soil contain different minerals also. That's why the texture, the fertility of every soil is different, is vary from one place of soil to other place of soil. Yes. In the previous chapter in rocks and minerals, we studied that due to mineral content, the color of the rock is also different. And here you know that soil is made up of the small particles of broken rocks. Yes, rock contain different minerals, right? So when the rock is broken into small pieces, that also contain minerals, and it take a long time to become a soil. Okay. Plants also grow in soil and use the minerals present in it. Soil, have you seen in rainy season, you must have plants at your home, right? And plants grow in soil, and whenever there is rain, the earthworm come outside from the plants. Yes, that means earthworm lives in soil. Whenever we used to dig the plants, dig the roots of the plants, dig the soil on which the plants grow, we come to know that there are so many living organisms in the soil, like ants also there, some kind of insects, worms and bacteria also present there. All these things help the plant to grow. Okay, all these living things, all the minerals, water present in it, air in it, all these substances help the plant to grow and increase the fertility of the soil. See, there are means four different kinds of soil are there. In first picture, you will see that the color of the soil, the texture of the soil is different. This soil is agriculture is going on this soil. Okay, farmer used to grow different things, different crops on this kind of soil, because this type of soil is quite fertile. As you can see that many plants are growing on this type of soil. Okay, that means the fertility of the soil is very good. In second picture, few plants are growing which is grown naturally. Nobody has put that plants there. They have grown naturally. The fertility of this soil is quite less. As you can see in the picture that there are very few plants, and the texture of the soil is also not good. In third picture, here also the texture of the soil has so many cracks, and you can see no plant is growing on this type of soil. In fourth picture also, there is only one dry plant, that is a very dry. Okay, so that means there are different kinds of soil also. The fertility of the soil, the minerals present in the soil depends the growth of the plant. Now tell me why the color of in four picture of soil is different from each other. Why the color of in four picture is different? Means the color of the soil is different in all the four pictures. Why? Because you know that how soil is formed. Soil is formed from the breaking down of rocks, right? And rocks contain minerals, so that's why. And minerals are also of different colors. Different colors means the content of mineral depends the color of the rock. So the color of the soil is also different because it is formed from the breaking down of rock. Now obviously when soil is of different types, so the importance of soil is also very important. Means soil itself has an importance. Now let's see what is the importance of soil. What is the importance of soil? Plant use nutrients in the soil to grow and make food. What is the first point? Plants use nutrients in the soil to grow and make food. Plant use the nutrients which is present in the soil, and soil helps in making their food. Second, animals. All animals are directly or indirectly dependent on plants for their food. How? Carnivorous animals and herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals, you know that only eat plant food, and carnivorous, the animals who are eating herbivorous, carnivorous animals eat herbivorous animals, right? And herbivorous animals, see, this is carnivorous animal. Carnivorous animal eats herbivorous animal, and what is the food of herbivorous animal? The plant food is their food. So this is a cycle, this is a chain. So all the animals are directly or indirectly depend on plants for their food. Many animals live in the soil. Many animals live in the soil and make their homes in it, like rabbit, ants, and earthworm. Whenever there is a rain, you know that earthworms come outside. Yes, they come outside from the soil. Yes, so earthworm also help the soil in becoming more fertile. So there are few animals lives in soil and make their home, like rabbit hole. Rabbit lives in the hole, and and it make their holes inside the fields. Ants also lives in soil. Earthworm also lives in soil. Now next point is, we use products from soil to build homes and buildings, isn't it? We use different products from the soil to build homes and buildings. So what is the importance of soil? First of all animals are directly or indirectly dependent on plants for their food, right? Plants use nutrients in the soil to grow and make food, right? Many animals live in the soil, like rabbit, ants, and earthworm. We use products from soil to build homes and buildings. Now we study in detail that how soil is formed. You all know that soil is formed from the breaking down of rocks into small particles, right? Now in detail we will study how. See, these are rocks, and when rocks broke into small pieces, it become soil. It become, see, when rocks broke down into small pieces, then it become soil, right? Soil is formed by breaking down of rocks into small pieces by the process of weathering. This is a new word, weathering. How soil is formed? Soil is formed by breaking down of rocks. By breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces by the process of weathering. And weathering may be caused by animals, plants, rain, flowing water, wind, and weather change. Weathering means how it is caused. Okay, how on which substances it is depend. It depends or it caused by animals, by plants, rain, flowing water, wind, and weather change. Okay. See, maybe it may be from rain, wind. Okay. Or it may be from weather. Okay. So we will read it again, that soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces by the process of weathering. And weathering may be caused by animals, plants, rain, flowing water, winds, or any weather change. It may be from rain, weather change, or air, wind. Okay. Now, the moving water in the river, for example, carries water along. You know that in rivers there are rocks, small pebbles or small rocks. So moving water in rivers, for example, carries rock along. As the rock knock against each other, means when these rocks come contact with each other, they break into smaller pebbles, means small stones. These pebbles finally break into, means these small rocks, these small stones finally break into tiny grains of sand over a period of time. And you know that it takes thousands of years to make soil. So pebbles finally break into tiny grains of sand over a period of time. The wind also plays an important role in the formation of soil. Okay. First of all, we read here about moving water. Yes. Then that moving water, that river always carry rock in it. And when these rocks knock against each other, they break into smaller pebbles, means small stones, and these pebbles break into tiny grains of sand over a period of time. And the wind also plays an important role in soil formation. Yes. See, first of all, it may be like rocks are there. Okay, heavy rain is there. Then the rock sometimes broke, or the river carry these rocks, and when these rocks knock each other, they break into small pebbles. And when these pebbles come contact each other, they also break down into small grain of sand. And then after these water flows and carry away the particles to some other place, and then at last over thousands of years we get the fine grains of soil. Okay. Yes, children, the moving water in the river means whenever there is a rain on the rock. See, suppose these are rocks. Whenever there is rain, the rocks cools down. And whenever there is sun, the rocks become hot again, and this process, cooling, hot, this cooling, and then again become hot, this then again cooling from rain, like this from this the surface of the rock has cracked on it. Yes, due to this process the rocks have cracked on it, and after these cracks, winds play and water plays an important role in breaking down of rocks. Whenever there is a crack on a thing, and it definitely the thing break. So we are talking about the cracks on the rocks. Then definitely the when the winds and water flow away these on these rocks, then the rocks, due to these cracks, the rock break down, and it takes thousands of years to become a fine grain of sand or soil. All right, and when these rocks are break into small pieces, then wind and water carry away these rocks from one place to another. Okay, and when these rocks come contact to each other, the small pebbles come contact to each other, they also finally break into tiny grains and form soil. So moving water, river, or winds, these all plays an important role in the formation of soil. I hope till here you all have understood the chapter. In our upcoming videos we will going to complete the chapter soon. Okay, and don't forget to revise the previous chapters which are coming in FAs. All right, Sai Ram.